Do a little continue on my last video, trying to explain a little more what I can teach and what I can do is, when you go out as a technician and you find a valve in the yard, I used to have guys that would, when they work for me, oh, there's a valve, here's, the area not working, and replace that valve. Never once tested it to make that valve. That's what I want to teach people, is to make sure you're working on the right valve. I want to teach people, if the system doesn't come on, hey, did it rain yesterday? Check the rain sensor. Check the wire. If it's a wired rain sensor, check the rain sensor, see if it's, good or bad. Little things like that I can teach people. Hey, I turn on the system, nothing comes on. Well, I can teach you to check your master valve. Certain things like that, to do the clock test. To make sure the clock is good. I've seen, clocks go bad on one zone, or, just minor things like that. Wires go bad, or a wire when you're twisting it and it breaks off in there, but that wire every once in a while make an arc. I teach people how to look for things like that. To look at the system and say, hey, this system's not uniform. We need to add a head here, do this, upsell. Sell to the customer. Tell them, hey, you'd get a lot better coverage with this and this, or you could save money by putting these different nozzles, by making these simple adjustments, by, simple things. And that's what I can teach people is, upsell. Let's get the system perfect. Make the customer have the best system and the most efficient and water-saving system they need. The price of everything nowadays, every penny counts. And every minute you're on the job. So the more I can teach a person, the faster they're in and out. And, I tell people, yeah, I charge a lot more than the average guy, but I get into a job site and I know already what I'm looking at. When I pull up there, I look at the yard before I turn on a system, and I can tell half of the problems of the nozzles, what area is overwatered, what area is underwater. If they have bugs, if they have round ring circles, they got grubs or, disease throughout the yard. I know this before I even rang the doorbell. And, you can look at a corner and say, this head right here is not working. Or if you ever see the nozzle's got a little something stuck up in the middle of it, and you see a part of the yard that goes from this wide to, 6 inches out, it's dead, then you know that nozzle's bad. Or the rotor doesn't make a complete to the sidewalk. That's what I teach people. I'll even teach you how to winterize systems, how to do the startups, what to look for on the startups. And that's just, I wish I could just get a long video, but I've learned that you lose people after a few minutes of videos. That's why I'm going to do smaller videos. How, if you got a problem underneath the driveway or something like that, I've noticed over the years, if there's a crack in the driveway, most likely that's where that sleeve is, in that vicinity. If there's a crack in the sidewalk, that's probably where that sleeve was, if it wasn't installed before they poured, if someone bored it out. That's just a couple more things, and I'm probably going to do a couple more videos explaining more things of what I could teach. I sat down one day and wrote out list after list after list of everything I can teach, and there's still more that I don't even know of, the little secrets. So hopefully somebody looks at these and says, I'm gonna give this guy a shot, because I'm looking to, I would love to do this full time, but I realize that during the growing season, it's hard to spare a guy for 3-4 days to learn something. But if you haven't, I'll do it during the growing season. I want to educate as many people as I possibly can, because I'm tired of hearing we can't find employees, because that sucks. In this industry, as busy as we can be, and the crappy work that I see out there, I want to educate people, because I'm tired of seeing crap. I'm tired of living up north here and seeing ununiform systems. Heads that aren't even on the corners. Heads 3 feet from the corner. Why didn't you design it right? And it makes no sense to me, because, well, it does. No one's ever educated. I come from Texas. To get the Texas irrigation license, man, that was probably one of the best days of my life. And, because that is the hardest test I think I've ever taken. And, it's a pride. And up here, people don't care. I went and fixed a pipe the other day. The aerator, it's so shallow, the aerator hit the pipe. That is ridiculous. I took my thumb, there's a video of it, and that pipe was that deep underneath the grass. No, I mean, and it's a 1-inch pipe. So you actually dug a ditch to put a 1-inch pipe there. Do it right. If you're going to do it right. And that's what I want to teach people. So if you, have any questions or anything, please reach out.